The views shared and discussed in this video do not reflect Matt Epstein's beliefs. Sorta. You look a lot like the girl in my next profile picture.
Profile pictures. Probably the most important thing to our decade of the 2010. The 1770s, they had the Revolutionary War. 1860s, they had slavery. 1930s had the Great Depression, and World War II, they had a double whammy. But here, 2010, we have profile pictures. So what do you have to do? The profile picture is probably like the best representation of you that you can put out there. You know, people see you, they search you up, the first thing they see is your profile picture, and they're going to start judging you. I'm going to teach you guys how to put, you know, what you want to say out there with your picture. Number one, outdoorsy. This, we're going to try and convince the opposite sex that you're basically a modern day Bear Grylls. This can be accomplished in so many ways, you know. Hey, you're walking past the lake and you see a paddle. Pick up the paddle, pose next to it. You see a canoe. Get in the canoe, pose next to it. This one, what's really important is you have a friend who's willing to take pictures of you. Harder than you may think. You're walking around the forest and the kid you're with is probably like an adventurer, right? He actually cares about the wild and like the grass and the dirt. Sunsets, you're gonna want sunsets. Lighting, very important. Trees, you should see like the trickle down effect. Everything to convince everyone else that, hey, I know what I'm doing if I was put on Survivor. Dude, I just climbed this massive tree. Yo, snag a pic. I love nature.
No, man, it's weak, man. You're like 2 feet off the ground.
Don't, man, Dan, look at me. I got, Dan, Tom. I'm making camp. Number two, family values. This one, you're gonna wanna have a picture with you and like a cousin or a brother. But the big kicker here is your father. Goes like two things. Grey's Anatomy and guys who have good relationships with their fathers. And ice cream. The Bravo channel, any TV show that begins with Real Housewives of, Lifetime, anything starring Ryan Gosling and or Ryan Reynolds, Justin Bieber before he went crazy, Miley Cyrus after she went crazy, Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars, Starbucks, tweeting about getting great deals at places, tweeting about how hungry they are, tweeting about how hungry they used to be, tweeting about how thirsty other people are, Twitter, multiple filters on Instagram, chocolate.
Yes, sir.
Smoothies, cacao, sewing, the chubby girl from Bridesmaids, the color pink, long tongues, commitment, personal security, guys who are taller than them, life cereal, fat days, working out, the elliptical, yoga pants, but mostly guys who have good relationships with their fathers. Hey, Dad? Yeah, when's our next family reunion? Not for another like 3 weeks. No, it's just I don't really tell you why I want another family. I miss Auntie, that's why. Okay, fine, I'll tell you. I need a new profile picture, like now, because mine is out of date. Number three requires the least amount of skill and the most amount of charm. You know, I could give it a fancy name, and you know, you guys can be like, what is this? What does this mean? But I'm gonna make it simple. Number three is called take a picture with the hottest girl you can find. Hopefully you know her, first of all. Just make sure she's really attractive. Maybe she's a friend, maybe she's not, whatever. Get the picture, put it up. What is gonna happen is other girls are gonna see this and they're gonna go, wow, look at this guy, right? You know, he's got all these girls, and like, how do I meet him? How do I talk to him? You know, that's how you start. That's how you get that Facebook chat at 1 a.m.
Dude, what are you doing on Craigslist again?
I just found out a new listing.
For what?
Hottest girls in the 609 area. Hopefully she's a girl. 4. The cool guy pick. What I like to call the action shot. This is where you're going to want to get yourself in the motion of doing something pretty cool. What this is going to do is going to tell everyone like, hey, like I can get things done. I can do things. You know, I'm like the Bob the Builder of men. You know, you have a problem, I'm going to come, I'm going to fix it. I don't know, you know. I don't really have much experience in the field, you know. I don't know, maybe I'm not the best guy to like explain this to you. only he had someone.
Oh, maybe me. Need some help there?
Tom, this isn't Tom O'Connor. Alright, you know what? I'm a man of many opportunities. Come on.
Exactly. You gotta give me a chance.
Chance, my friend.
Which button is record?
It's record.
The red one?
Yeah, the red one.
Alright, I clicked it.
Alright, see, the cool guy pick, or the action shot as Matt put it, is very important. It does multiple things. You could be wearing a suit at prom. That's a cool guy pick. Second, you're playing a sport, maybe like football, and you got the jersey on and you're running downfield and your muscles, they're flexing, you know? Like this. You know, you're gonna want people to see that, because then they're gonna know, wow, that guy plays football, oh, and he's got big muscles.
Would you say this is the most egotistical of all the profile pictures?
Maybe a little, it could be taken the wrong way, but if you do it the right way, well, you know, I mean, it's just, you want to play it off. Like, you want to put it up there, and people comment and people like it, but you don't, because you're like, oh, no big deal. I do this every day.
you don't comment and like your own pictures?
No.
I do.
That's sad.
Whoa, look at that guy. He's cool. Oh, it's me.
Tom, get a picture of me driving so people know that A, I own a car, and B, I know how to operate a vehicle.
Well, dude, everybody drives. Why is that
Everybody drives? The sophomore guys drive? No. Can I drive? Yes. You do the math.
Just look at
How
the
many?
road.
I've had 6 hit and runs in my career. That's like almost as much as like Derek Jeter's. The fifth one is one that I'm addressing simply because it's like an epidemic of sorts. You know, it's sort of waned off as we've grown older and gotten more serious with ourselves, but you know, it's still prevalent. And that is the selfie mirror pic. There is nothing worse than, you know, seeing a guy and then you look at his picture, it's him, you know, looking at himself in the mirror, you know, flash is on, his eyes are closed, he's doing a weird smile, like, just don't do it. You know, you might think you look nice, you might think, oh, I need to capture this moment, just don't do it. You know, I give a lot of, you know, fake advice, funny advice. This is just me.
But this is real.
This is me coming out of, like, you know, the whole personality. You know, you should never do it. I've never done it.
Are you sure about that, man?
What do you mean?
Because I think we have some tape
Don't
of
cut
you.
Don't cut the tape.
We may
Tom,
have to.
Tom,
We're going to.
Tom,
It's too
Tom.
late.
Come on, dude.
I don't know what to say.